going on, guys? Welcome to the channel. We are going to take a look at Casper today. We are going to run through a couple different scenarios using the Fibonacci's on the Casper daily chart using TradingView as the platform here. So it looks like we'll use maybe 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, maybe about 6 or so swing high to swing low scenarios, or maybe a little more actually, and give you a visual as well as let your mind run pretty wild here with some of the potential, at least what I think, for Casper moving forward here. I think there's a lot of potential, and we will jump into it. We'll show you on the chart, and you can also on your computer take the fibs and do the same thing I'm doing here, and you will see some of the what I think is some insane opportunity for those who are willing to invest their money into the Casper project here. So go ahead and consider subscribing to the channel if you have not yet already. So 82% of the viewers are not yet subscribed. So go ahead and join the channel. We are getting close to that next milestone, that 400 subs. So very cool. Appreciate all of you guys. And we'll keep plugging away here. So let's get into this. We will take a more recent time frame here. So we're getting a pullback. Casper down 4% on the 9th of April's trading day. So we are going to take the swing high here of, looks like the 8th of February, right about there. And we'll take this swing low, which is the 15th of March. Click that, drag over, and let's see what's going on here. So we have our most recent pullback found resistance at the 200 day. And has pulled back. We didn't find support at the 618 fib level, this horizontal line right here. But what is quite interesting is we are finding support as of now at the 0.5 fib level. So that 0.5 fib level also is basically right in this zone in here. So we have a basing structure here before that next leg down unfolded, and then we have a basing structure right in here before this next leg up unfolded. So taking the base 1, the base 2, and then also the fib level, we'll see if this level holds. So that is kind of what I see right now, finding support at what was previous resistance, potentially turning into support. We did break down below this low on the 7th of April, which I did mention that looks similar to a candle like this, but that did break and we went a little lower. We are below the 21 day as well, which is this bluish purple line on the chart. But let's see. Let's see if we will find support at this 0.5 fib level. So taking this swing here, you can see the pretty nice overhead returns here for Casper. So if we zoom out a bit, you can see that we have all of these overhead areas for the chart that we can use as basically milestones, a roadmap for when the price starts to move higher. Some people like to stagger out of their positions and take their profits. So some people will take their profits at the 2618, take a little bit more at the 36, and then, you know, perhaps a final profit taking at the 42, or you can go up to these higher fib levels. We have the 8, the 21, the 34, and you can see now this is just using this swing here. A full 34 gets us up to $1.50. So that is quite nice to see. But right now, using this move we mentioned from this high to this low, you can see we are finding support at the 0.5 fib level. All right, so let's take a little bit more of a zoomed out longer term approach. We'll take this swing high over here right around 23, 24 cents and that same swing low. And what does this show us? So this shows us that we are below the 236 fib level. And if you've watched the other videos, you know that when assets, stocks, and so on are below this level, history shows that they are in a good area to accumulate. They're in a good range, and that they have one way to go, and that is higher. Time is usually the factor, and whatever your strategy is. So whether you have some kind of strategy to get you in or out of markets, or you are just going to buy this because it's under the 236 and wait it out, no matter kind of how long that takes. I don't know what your strategy is, but history shows if you go back and look at different stocks and projects that have been under this level. So Casper is very new. I think it's been trading for like a year or so. So it's under the 236. What I see is tons and tons of opportunity for upside price movement and a really good return on investment. So using this more of a higher swing to the swing low, we are under the 236. And let me get the arrow over here. We found resistance at it right in here. I believe, like I said, this is all short-term stuff. Long-term, this thing is going much higher. So, and then we are just from a support and resistance finding support, like I mentioned in the last fib example, right at this area. So we are well below the 236. And the lower we get, in my opinion, the better deal you will get and the higher return you will get on Casper. So just like we did before, we'll take a zoom out here. And what do we see? So a move to the upside to these higher fibs. So the 1.6 is a 34 cent, the 2.6, 50 cent. And then we have the 3 and 4.2 all the way up to a 80 cent Casper. And then moving up from there is quite the sight to see. We have a $1.40 Casper, a 20, looks like about a $4 Casper, and then a $6 and change Casper, getting us up to that 34 fib level, which also correlates close to these highs over here. So quite interesting. And I don't know, if you're not bullish on this project, you'll have to share with me down in the comments what you see and why you aren't bullish on it, because I'd be interested to know the way you're looking at the charts. I see tons of opportunity. We just don't know how long it takes. Sometimes it takes much, much longer than people expect. And you could have been saying that back in here, when is this thing going to move? But it takes a long time for some things to play out. So, all right, let's take another look here using the fibs. So we used that high, and that high is about the same. So let's go over to here. So we'll use this swing high, and then we'll take the low, which was, I think, around, was it 3 to 4 cents? What is this low here? This low was right around that 5 cent. So swing high, swing low, 5 cent. And what's going on here? So you can see this whole basing structure in here is taking place right around the 236 Fibonacci level. And then it looks like the 618 is where we found that double top right in here. And doing as we did in the prior two examples, what is going on to the upside? Well, to the upside, a full retracement up to the 4.236 gets us to a $1.36 Casper price. I mean, if you're accumulating down in here, I mean, we were able to get in some Casper down in this 5 cent give or take range, and then everything a little higher than that. If you get a return up to this 4.2, I mean, that is pretty much unbelievable. But like I said, time will tell what happens here, and I do believe that is in the cards for Casper. Of course, not financial advice. So And then moving higher from there, you have a $2.50, a $6.5, and a $10 Casper. Quite amazing if you are accumulating down here at these 5 to 7 cent range. All right, let's take another scenario here. Go ahead, hit that like button, helps the videos get in front of the right audience and helps grow the channel. Share the message. Greatly appreciate all of that. So we took that high. Let's take, let's go ahead and jump right up to here. So we'll take this swing high, and this is where it's really going to blow your mind. But crazier things have happened, right? That swing high to that swing low looks like around a $4 down to that 5 cent range. And what is going on here? Well, we're obviously well below, using this scenario, the 236. That puts us up around $1. So you could look at this thing. Actually, you know what? I'll come back to that. So you could see that we are obviously well below the 236 and then all the Fibonacci's in between. Where things get quite crazy, quite fascinating, is when you start to look at these higher fibs here. So when you start to get up to the 4.2, the 3.6, the 2.6, you're at a double-digit Casper. I mean, the 4.2 gets you up to an $18 Casper. Perhaps that takes a couple years. Who knows? I am just sharing what the fibs tell me on the chart, and using this example, you have an $18 or so Casper, and then moving up from there. So the 8 gives you a $34 Casper. The 21 gives you a $90 Casper, and a $146 Casper using the 34 fib level from this swing high to then to the swing low. Those can be and will be life-changing results, returns, money for those who are accumulating down here. And every example we have shown shows that we are below the 236, the 0.236 Fibonacci level. And history shows when assets are under that, the odds favor they are in a good area to accumulate, and odds favor that higher prices will come. And it is only a matter of time until they are no longer under that 236 fib level. And then things start to switch, and the odds favor that assets, as they rise, get a little bit more risky when they start to get above that 236 for at least accumulating to the long side. Of course, none of this is financial advice, all of my opinion. So check it out. The charts do not lie. Using this swing high to the swing low, you are at a $2 to $3 Casper, crypto Casper token. Pretty insane. Pretty insane. Let your minds run wild on this Saturday and know what you hold. Casper is doing big things. Check out their website. And people have a hard time accumulating stuff like this. And of course, we could be all wrong with this, and this thing could fold and disappear. So know what you hold, do your own research. But people want to chase, they want to chase green candles, and they want to chase big green candles. And there's nothing necessarily wrong with that. Everybody has their ways about why they do what they do. You could be accumulating down in this range near the lows at 5 cents, or you could be accumulating up in here around the 20 cent range. I will let you decide which is right and which is wrong. And neither may be right and neither may be wrong. That is totally up to you. But from a long position, I know where I would be accumulating Casper and other assets and stocks and whatnot. So that's what we see on the charts here. Patience. We are finding some support so far at the 0.5 fib level using this smaller zoomed in time frame here, like I mentioned. And we are also finding resistance at the 236 using a little bit of a larger view, as you can see right here. And time will tell how far this pullback goes. It would be nice to see it not go too much lower. But like I said, you are getting another opportunity here to get in at better pricing, well, which I think down the road will lead to much, much bigger and better returns for your accounts. So go ahead and let me know down in the video comments your thoughts on Casper. Share this video with your like-minded friends. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. Check out our links in the video description. Helps grow, support the channel. Greatly appreciated. Left-hand side of the screen down here is our Patreon trading signals page. If that is something you are into, is trading signals for the active trader. All right, guys. Thanks once again. I will catch you guys in the next video. I look forward to your comments, so go ahead and leave them down below. And as always, have a fantastic weekend. Take care. And go make some good money out there.